Ekoneho, Akako congratulating on, and then you say the leader of the minority caucus, Akoho. Whether we like it or not, there's been this subtle way say now supported Ken near day, and the result in his constituency spoke volumes. But I know he had the opportunity to address us. Emma Oka said, "Not down for any Ken. He cannot just break that bond." Because of an election, or say or supporting it. At least we're stating the position clear on the relationship with
and
Ken.
That is honesty.
Which is very good. We're following it up with a visit to the vice president, the flag bearer's house. I could congratulate you. Would that make the reconciliation effort easier for Bawumia?
Certainly. Look, Bawumia knows that there's a bigger fight ahead. There's no need for you to engineer smaller ones in your backyard. And if the minority has made a move towards you, why would you resist it? I think every move that is tended to reconcile the party should be welcomed. And we have to be a bad party in the Gina at the moment. It's a very difficult situation to be in. And so you can't add and also headache. So any attempt to reconcile the party with any group is welcomed.
And the cause, and of course, I mean, you get the hawks in every camp.
Yes.
Oh, Afenyo-Markin, you free as minority leader, and Sanyamano. Will it be a wise thing to do at this moment?
No, not at this moment. I mean, you have to allow. He should be removed or retained, not because he didn't give you support.
Okay.
It should be based on how he's performing
as a minority
leader. And that is more objective way of doing it.
Yeah.
And look, if you allow him time, just 1 year in the thing is not good enough. And to come from where he came from, and easy, 137, now we'll do 88.
Yeah.
So it's a very tough place, and you need to really give him time. But he should assess himself very well. Sometimes, assess yourself and take views and see what else you're doing right that you can continue. What is it that people have concern that you are doing that you need to jettison? And I think those things he needs to do, because sometimes, I remember a year ago or so, less than a year, we did a poll about perception of leadership in Parliament, and he scored very low.
In terms of the perception?
Yes. In fact, that was during the vetting time. He scored very, very low. Yeah. And those should be informing you, but this is how the public is seeing me. What can I do to change that perception? So public opinion there is very important. For you, even the minority leader, you must. And in fact, even the majority side, the deputy speaker, he was ranked a bit low.
Even on the majority side.
Majority side.
Okay. He was the chair of the
committee. Ranked low.
So
the public can give a feedback that is positive.
Yes.
Look at it carefully and say, okay, what do I need to do? Sometimes too, we need to get help from consultants who know what they are doing. You can't just go. Sometimes we don't tend to invest in some of this advice, this technical advice support to make you.
Function well.
It's true. Greater Accra demography.
Yes.
It is heavily Akan as well.
Okay.
So the spillover from Ashanti region and Eastern region, you see it
in Accra.
Ablekumandov.
Amasama.
Those Anyaso, Trubu, Kwabinya, the ethnic groups now holding in heavily Eastern and Ashanti region. So once you are not holding your own in Eastern Ashanti region, you necessarily collapse in these areas. That's what happened. But
even for the central region, so we should figures now. Bawumia didn't perform bad in the central region. No. I mean, the gap was not that wide. He was tipped to win Western region. He was tipped to win Western North region. That's for his campaign team. Even if he would lose, no one expected that gap. But it seems that the gap was that wide.
No, Usha Central, the polls were giving Kennedy around 58%.
Yes.
He got 48%. That's a drop of 10%.
A drop.
Bawumia was giving 39 in the polls. He got 37. So largely the same. And Brian from 3% to 15%. So Brian kind of damaged him in Central Region.
Oh, Brian had 15%?
Yes.
That was Central Region. Oh, that's the Brian effect against Ken was massive.
Massive. And in Central, 15 be back here. It's not a joke. He couldn't cross 50% in Central Region.
Wow. And for Western Region too. Well, Western Region, I saw it was a clean sweep for Bawumia. He won almost every constituency there.
In fact, he overperformed the polls. We were saying he was going to get around 56%. He got 61.
In Western region.
In Western region. And Ken, we thought, 42. We had 23. Again, Brian, from 2 to 15.
Yeah. In Western region.
Western region. So the two fancy regions didn't help him.
Oh, that's really interesting. And for the greater Accra numbers, let's say percentage about me, do we know greater Accra? Say
we share greater Accra, but we are 55%. We're projecting him to be around 59. So roughly plus or minus 3%. Yeah. It's not far from that range.
Yes.
Kennedy 29, 31. Brian 11 to 14. So Brian took the numbers largely from Bawumia.
Yes.
He
took it largely from
Bawumia. From Bawumia. Because Ken went up from the projection. Now, we're giving him 29%.
Okay.
He got 31%.
31%.
And Brian was 11%. He got 14%. And Bawumia was 59. He got 5%. So Bawumia kind of lost grounds in Greater Accra. It is because of the same ethnic groups now, more these constituencies, which are linking to Eastern region and Ashanti region, where Brian is quite.
Sure.
So that's what they fit.
But now the elections are happening. The biggest surprise in the election for Wona Eden,
I think, is Brian winning voter region.
Brian winning voter region.
Yes.
Because I remember, so man, 3% in voter region, right?
I can't remember exactly.
Okay.
But there were about 32%. Not disclosing.
Not disclosed. Or voter.
Or voter region, and those numbers were quite significant. But in terms of the overall result, we saw it coming. There was some collapse in Kennedy's poll numbers towards that week.
The last 2 weeks, Yes.
And I think that collapse continued beyond our polling period, and that we didn't have visibility of.
Okay.
So actually, what happened was that Kennedy performed worse than our worst case scenario for him, and Brian performed better than best case scenario for him. But Bawumia was on point.
Bawumia at the end of the day.
Yes, was on
point. Nothing surprised you with Bawumia at the end.
No.
But on Brian and Waka, yes, I mean, all of us were surprised. But I don't know, Saturday, regional results, who Volta region, who said Brian, and I was like, wow, this is like an upset of a sort of Volta region. Nobody expected that to happen. But really, after looking at the numbers across the country, what was different about Brian? The dynamic Brian Timinya numbers are
he offered a fresh of.
A breath of fresh air for the
delegates. And who share the two candidates now? What Ken was bragging on, Ken could do the same.
Brian could do the same. That is money. That is
grassroots.
Yeah. Entrepreneurship.
But Brian onye metes also.
Okay.
So somebody who is kind of Brian too is there, but Brian is a refined version of Ken. And then Ken didn't have the age advantage, and Brian had age advantage. So it made it easier for the delegates, and especially when you are collapsing in the polls. It was much easier for them to say Yankwaha.
I saw a video of Brian thanking delegates in Ewe, not Oka Ewe.
I never knew who spoke Ewe.
Would that have played a role in voter region?
Absolutely. You see, when you go to people and you speak their language, that's the first barrier we break. They see you as one of their own.
One of them.
Yeah. I'm a Muslim. But when I go to place and I speak the language, that's it. And beside the house, I speak other languages. They find it so,
yeah.
So they treat you differently.
Yeah.
So language is a very important skill that we should learn. And that language broke for Brian in voter region.
Because Brian won, Bawumia came second, Ken Owini 2023 and about third. That cannot be explained, can it? Because meaning how you could have predicted that happening in voter region.
No, I mean it's difficult unless the signs were there.
Yeah.
But the signs weren't there. So it was something that happened the last minute in a very massive way. And with about 32% undisclosed, it's quite significant.
Anything possible.